I was going to say, some of these others have gained a whole lot more weight. So you might want to walk down the row.
How much, what's our highest weight gain? We'll be on the north side, on the south side here. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
It drives me nuts.
So this one came out to 13 pounds.
Jesus.
Wow, Wayne went up 13?
Yeah.
Holy
Now
smokes.
this one only went up 1.
Okay.
This one is 16. This one is 17.
It went up 17.
And this one is 11.
Wow.
Out of 6 there, you had 15 of them went from 11 to 16 or 17 pounds.
Yeah. Wow.
And here you probably had 3 or 4 on this side.
This is
Last week.
7.
Yeah.
This one is only 2, and he's sitting on about 10.
2.
This one's 3.
And this one's 3. Okay.
All right, we're ready?
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, your
Okay.
trusty smoker.
Yep, we're going.
Well, folks, we're experimenting with Jim's trusty smoker again today. Look at all the smoke it puts out. But at least I don't have to chase corks with that, you know, to shut my smoker down when I'm done. Now, remember, we're going to smoke the hole in the top to kind of get them down. But when you noticed right off, there wasn't a lot of bees up there. So we're just going to set number 2 box off with the lid on. And he's going to smoke those down a little bit, and we will set it on there. We're going to work the bottom box first. Remember, it's all new comb in here, and so is the second box. We went up 3 pounds in weight on this one, but you want to know the funny part is, as it happens every year, the ones facing south gain less weight, 3 to maybe 6 pounds. The ones facing north are gaining 11 to 17 pounds. Figure that out for me. Now look at that. Remember, that was a foundation frame. Look at that was a brood frame we moved over. Look at the nice honey in the corners. It's hatching out a little bit. And the flow right now is coming off of locust trees in this neighborhood. Look at it. Look at all this honey they're putting in.
Right now,
just beautiful.
You don't need your feeders on anymore.
Nope.
If you've got your feeders on, take them off. You don't need them right now unless you're in an area that is not around here. Is that going to be all right?
No, you're still okay. It's
Is that
okay.
Okay.
Yep. It's in the grass, but they'll be all right.
Okay.
So we're going to look at this one. It looks like it's drawn out. We're going to have to mark it as done. So that was a new one we put in place of the feeder. Okay? Look at the nice job they did.
We got a couple of cells.
So now, remember guys, that is not necessarily a queen in there. That's just them making queen cups.
Yep.
To give you a heart attack.
And they're dry.
And there's one over
There's
there
one right
further
here.
over.
Yep.
We got any legs laid in there or anything?
No.
Nope. But they're
This whole
And they'll
thing is
move
this whole thing is eggs. There's nothing in the cups though.
in the cups, and they'll move those cups around too. You'll
Yeah.
see them one place one day and another place
eggs
another
on
day.
that side too.
Yes, it's all eggs.
Let me video.
So we got two frames of brood right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you're working a hive as a group or as individuals, say in your mind how many frames of brood you had. Now we know we got 8 frames of bees in this bottom box, right? Now John's smoking right on the edges, so when you reach down, all those bees go down and they're not in your face. So we're going to pull this 3rd frame out, see what we got.
Couple more cells at the bottom.
Yep. Ooh, here is it. Now, look at this.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
It's not capped, but
You got 2 actually, one underneath you.
Yep. And I think good.
yeah.
Okay, now she's made queen cells. Now, we keep looking and see what else we find.
All eggs and larvae. wet. It's wet.
Yep.
Yeah. Get a bunch.
So they're moving. Now, the queen doesn't lay that egg in there. The worker bees grab one and move it in there.
There she is.
She's laying good.
She's laying good.
Let's see what we got in the second box when we get there. That'll be interesting. So frame 3's got 2 queen cells on it. Now you got a good look at what a queen cell looks like.
We're going to wait until we see the rest of the hive before we make a decision on what we're going to do here.
It's
You want
good.
one of your little boxes?
Good frame of brood right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, look at that. That looks really nice. Look how much cap brood
Look
there
at
is.
all. Look at all. There's pollen around here, and then honey on the outside. Look at all that brood.
So you look
All
at
larvae.
that.
All larvae. She's a great laying queen.
Another full frame of brood.
Both sides.
Wow, that is well capped brood. Look at how few holes you've got there where there's nothing in it. Okay.
And the holes that do, they're
this
backfilled with honey.
It's
Drawn. No, there's. That's not a mite.
Jim?
That's me moving it. That's look at the. It's.
I think it was junk off your
I
hide.
think it was junk. That's not the.
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
not
the
moving.
shape of a mite. Okay.
It would have been odd to have it in the queen cell.
Not necessarily.
Man, another full frame of brood.
So that's 3 solid, and the next one is solid also. Look at that. You don't need to do a lot of looking when you're looking at these. You just need to look at them and look for, because we found a queen cell, we want to make sure we check every frame. They have a real propensity to hide them where you don't want them.
Full frame.
So that is 4 solid cap brood frames.
Wow.
Let's get them a better look on this side, the other side. See how that is? Now look at all the honey they're putting up in the corners. They're starting to squeeze her down a little bit.
Yep.
Yep, there's another.
There's another queen cell down there.
Getting ready for swarm.
Well, there's.
We'll see what the second
We'll
box
see what the second box looks like.
Oh, they've drawn this out really nice.
Look at that.
This was an empty frame.
They haven't laid any yet. You know, we can do.
They're packing honey in it.
That's us. Do you want to?
What's the
We'll
other
leave it
side
there.
look like?
I was gonna put it. You want to put it in?
I was just going to move it in one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So let's go look at number 2 box here. See what kind of paint we can find for ourselves.
Got it.
Now, seeing queen cells when we
Set
don't
that over there.
have all the frames drawn out is kind of odd. Okay.
The only thing that might be is that we missed that last week
Yep.
before we put this on, and
Yep.
they anticipated they were running out of room.
That might be.
And so now they have a lot of room, so we're going to remove those queen cells.
Yep. So look at here. Not drawn out, but we hardly got a frame of bees there. You maybe got 1/10 of a frame of bees. We'll look at the next one. I think most of them, until you get right in the middle, where those brood frames down below were, that's empty. There we go. Let's look at that one.
Yep.
In the next one. So you can look like Jim's doing. You don't need to pull them all out and do anything, because if it's an empty frame, they're not going to put a cell on it or anything to drive you nuts. Are they putting honey in there? And
Honey.
that's what
They're putting honey
they're
in
dumping.
They're dumping honey in here.
Okay, so they're moving the honey up because the locust bloom is really strong honey flow when it comes. And we haven't had enough rain to ruin it. Jim's got to get those fingers working.
No.
Oh, they were glued
No,
together.
they're glued together.
Yeah, they're making some wonky.
They're
comb
making
down there.
wonky comb here, and it was stuck together.
Okay. Let's.
Hold that for me.
Got it.
I gotta clean this one up.
So we got a wonky frame here. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to leave it. They like to do crap like this once in a while. It's really important you push your frames together, but you're going to take this out very carefully and they'll fix it back to normal. Okay, I would say we've got maybe 9 frames of bees here. And we've got 7 frames of brood. I think you're right, those cells might have been there last week.
You
just didn't
wanted this
see
one in,
To
right?
the one in, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put her back together. We've looked at the second box. We got a little bit of activity up there, but they got a lot of room to do more. Okay, by putting that heavy frame with brood on it, on the outside there next to that other frame, they're gonna jump on it and draw it out like no tomorrow. Okay, we've squeezed everything together. The inner cover is practically empty of bees. Just a few on the top there. You can get rid of them. Your goal is to kill as few bees when you're working the hive as possible, because they work real hard to save this, to put this together for you. This is still probably a week away from happen to have a super on it, but we'll probably super it up next Friday, I would bet.
So we had, what did we say?
We have
9
frames of
9
bees.
frames of bees.
9B7.
And then we had 7
Yep.
frames
Yep.
of brood. No frames of honey yet. That would be next.
So we're going to move these hives tonight. So they're weighing about, all together with the new box on it, they're weighing 50 to 65 pounds.
Bees will all
So-
be down at the Connex tomorrow for field day.
Field days tomorrow.
See you there.
See you there.